panayam, balita, at iba pa.
Welcome back mga kabarangay sa ating Mabuhay channel. Good evening, Aotearoa, New Zealand. Good afternoon, Philippines. And good day all over the world. I am Direk Rene here on Mabuhay channel. And we're very fortunate. And I feel so alive. Parang buhay na buhay ako. Dahil kabataan, no? Yung mga bata ang ating di bata, no, the young generation ang ating mga kapanayam sa gabing ito. At all the way from Direk ay kausapin natin si Alison Jade Amboy. Alison, how are you, Alison? Good evening.
Hi, Direk. Kumusta everyone?
How are you? How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And how is it in your place in Direk?
Yeah, it's good. It's quiet compared to Auckland, for example, but I like it here.
Okay. The reason why we wanted to touch base with Alison, we spoke to Alison, her mom, and her sister, I think, pre-COVID, I think, when you were reviving your theater in Direk, no?
Yeah.
It's still what's going on with the theater now, Alison?
Yeah, so last time I spoke to you, we just opened it. Well, we're going to open it 2 years ago, so it's been in operation for almost 2 years. Around this time, around March, April, and so now since then we have undergone some changes within how we're running it, and so we've passed it along to the local community who has now started a non-profit organization, and they are all volunteers and they are continuing the operation of the cinema. So we're still kind of involved behind the scenes, but not so much anymore because we've just got our own lives, and when we first opened it, that's what we wanted to do. That was our overall plan with the cinema. So yeah, it's still going.
And also, Alison, the cinema is, or the building itself is nearly more than 50 years, or
it's actually 103.
103, the building itself.
Something like that. It's it was established in 1918, so it's over the 100-year mark, which is pretty good. And the building itself, it's beautiful. It's still very much intact, and so yeah, so we're very grateful that and blessed to be it's still here and it's still up, and we won't have to worry about anything for the next 5 years, but we are already in the talks of what we can do to progress it with the earthquake earthquake policy that's around, and how we need to fix it in the next few years. But other than that, it's fine. The building itself is fine.
That's good. That's good. And it's an ongoing operation, the movies, and what's the capacity of the movie house, Alison?
So it's 200, around 201. When it was in its prime back in the day, in the 1950s or so, it was about 300 seats.
Okay.
But they've cut the cinema in half, so it's only 200 now.
And it's you're saying off air that you're airing classic films.
Yeah, so they're doing a classic film of the week, and so weekly they just bring back classic movies, and they just screen them from the time that they're open.
And also, but you still are directly connected as a volunteer of the theater.
Yeah, so I help out when they need a hand. Yeah, so
but you beside the that was the plan when I spoke to you last time, but now it's an ongoing operation that beside the theater is your cafe. So that is the business that you are really running. What is the name of the cafe? What's the name of your cafe, Alison?
The Regent Cafe.
So named after the theater. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about your cafe, the operations, and why did you focus on cafes, and yeah.
So we've actually been running for 5 years now. Since 2018. I was about 17 when we started. I was quite young, and I'm 23 now. So we started it 5 years ago in 2018. We just did it because we had the opportunity to. It was to buy it from the previous owner, and so we were just like, why not? Our goal was to actually just run it for a while until we found somebody capable of running it, but but things change, of course, and my sister was the one who ended up leaving to go do some other do her own thing, but I decided to stay because I actually became really good at it and I actually enjoyed it and I wanted to see it going with us involved. And so I stayed, and I've just ever since then I've just started running it and just trying to grow it as best as I can. And a small town, and you've got some girls helping me out, and it's the rest is history pretty much.
That's nice. And not only are you running the business, you're also studying. You do the practical one, but you also want to see the theoretical aspect of business. And so you are on your second year at the Massey University.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about how is it you combine it
Yeah, so I started off doing some certificates and diploma in business. When we first opened the business, or when we first started the cafe, and so I was just once I finished all those a few years on, I was like, why not just do a bachelor? Because I've kind of already got the knowledge of it and the skills in real life to actually do a bachelor. So I was just like, oh, why not? And then so I applied, I got accepted, and I'm in my second year now doing a part-time degree in business. So yeah, it's going well. I'm slowly but steadily getting through it, so it's good. Just something on the side to keep me going. But because of that, I've recently added a lot of pre-elective courses to do with politics into my study, and I'm actually really enjoying it more than the actual business. It's funny. So yeah, because of that, I'm trying to actually become more immersed in the political side of things and actually try to build up my own name or portfolio within politics and try to just get my foot in the door. It's a little bit harder because I have I've never done this sort of thing before, and I haven't made those connections in a way, but now I'm making those connections and it's kind of easy. So I'm excited for where it takes me, and everyone's being so supportive.
Yes, good on you.
People who actually know about what I'm trying to do.
Good on you, Alison. That's why I saw your Instagram post. You were you were in front of the beehive. I think you attended the maiden speech of the MP from your place. Am I correct?
So I in the most recent times I have joined the Young Nationals, and so because of that I get invited to a lot of the national parties meetings, and through them I have met our local MP Mike Direk, and so I've kind of built a relationship and a friendship with him, and then now he's I've been I was invited to his maiden speech in Parliament in Wellington. And so because of that, I've made a lot of connections within the National Party, which is good because that's what I want, and I'm hoping to join the executive committee for the Wairarapa electorate this month. So fingers crossed, because that will be that will help me, build my profile up more.
And also, it's combining your studying business and politics at the same time. So, and you see the real world experience in Parliament, in the local electorate, in running your own business. So that's a lot of things that you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. And people tell me it's all about experience and just getting out there. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm also part of a lot of business groups and women's groups around my local area. So it's good. It keeps me busy, especially in the small town.
Oh, yes. Because how far is Direk from Wellington? Is it
About 2.5 hours now. It will be faster once the new road gets put through the Manawatu.
Also, there's a new road that's being built. Okay.
Yes, it's not ready till 2025, but it will be ready soon. So it will make traveling a lot faster.
Okay. Now, with all your, oh, it's all
Sorry.
right. It's okay. So this is live, so that
Yes, everyone can hear me coughing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Changing. It's quite cold here in Direk today.
Oh, wow. So you're busy with your studies, running the business, and then bit of politics. What is your like downtime? What do you do for like, to relax and to chill and yeah.
Well, I'm so boring. I like to read. Yeah, I
What do you like to read?
Just anything really. Like at the moment, I bought myself a Kindle, and I'm just reading a lot of classic literature. So I'm reading 1984 by George Orwell at the moment. It's actually really good.
Okay.
So I'm reading that, but I read a lot of just anything.
Are you not scared? Are you not scared reading 1984 by Orwell? Is it that scary?
A little bit, because it's kind of relating to what's going on in this world today, or just like in other societies within this world. So it's pretty scary, but I like to be informed about things. So it's really good though. I actually I'm enjoying it.
Oh, good on you, because
I read and and I'd like to go on like nature walks and stuff like that. I'm a pretty pretty boring. I'm like a grandma.
But you have a lot of nature walks in your place, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I've been there once only, but I could sense that it is like a quaint little town. And what's the main attraction in Dannevirke, Alison?
I would say the nature walks. It really is depending what you're into, but you've got the Waihi Falls. That's a good one. There's a lot of hiking trails. You've got the Rohini Ranges. That's like a real a very long hike though. It's like a camping hike, but I haven't done the overnight stay before. But you've got that. You've got the cinema now, which is good, and then you've got like monthly markets in the area, and there's just so much to do nature-wise within the area, which is really good. And in the you've got nearby beaches, and in the summer we're located in between two sunflower field farms, and so there's
the sunflower.
Okay. Cool. And you've got really nice parks around the area. So there is a few things to do, especially if you're kind of on that type of vibe. You're not like, you want to get out of the city. You kind of want like a breath of fresh air. Come to Dannevirke.
So you like it in Dannevirke. You were born in Wellington, but you grew up in Dannevirke.
Yeah, I genuinely like Dannevirke. Like compared to my sister, for example, she likes to move around and explore the cities, and like she's moved to she's lived in Wellington before. She's lived in Auckland, now she's in Palmy, but I like this area. Like I only like going into cities for a visit. And I get there and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why I don't live in the city, because it's just way too busy for me. But yeah, I do enjoy Dannevirke.
And also, Alison, your mom comes from Batanes, right? In the Philippines, in Batanes. And you've been to Batanes, right?
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
When was the last time you were there?
Around 2018. We haven't been for a while. Just usually I go with my mom, but then COVID came, and then she's just so busy with her own personal life and work, so we haven't been. But my cousin is getting married in December, so we are hoping to go sometime soon.
Oh, wow.
But it is a really busy month, so we'll have to see, because we've still got family and stuff over there. It's just traveling. It's long flight and just so busy.
And it's not just traveling to Manila. From Manila, you have to fly to.
It's quite hard, especially during certain seasons, because sometimes flights don't run, or it's just really expensive. Especially since Batanes now is apparently like a tourist destination.
I've never been.
From what I've heard, it's.
Yeah, I've never been to Batanes, but from the pictures and the videos that I've seen, it seems that it looks like a little bit parts of New Zealand. Am I correct,
Yeah,
Alison?
like a lot of Filipinos in Ivatan say it's quite similar. So yeah, that's why I feel like my mum and her family were drawn to Dennyverk, especially because it's like a sort of similar to Batanes,
Oh,
minus the
wow.
sea. Just a lot of green.
That's so
It's
cool, and
small.
I hope you get to visit or witness the wedding of your cousin and enjoy
Yeah.
holidays in Batanes. Now, moving forward, what are your your immediate plans for the future aside from your studies? How about for your cafe? Any plans? And you mentioned about the politics already, but for the
Mm.
cafe, what
Well,
are your plans?
yeah, so we've gotten through a lot in the past 5 years, like with COVID and now like trying to get, you know, overcome the cost of living. I mean, it's hard for everyone. I've
Mm-hmm,
noticed everywhere. So we're just trying to get through that. But at the moment, I still want to be very much involved, but
mm-hmm,
sometimes like I'm in a sense I want to try slowly get out of hospitality because I've been in it for so long that it's just like for me it's just something that I want
mm-hmm,
to find new grow out a new territory, and that's why I'm
mm-hmm,
trying to pursue politics but still be entwined with the business. But
mm-hmm.
I'm still in the process of trying to find capable staff that can help
Okay.
me run it
Uh-huh.
and like
Mm-hmm.
train them to run it for me while I go pursue my own like career, if that makes
Uh-huh.
sense.
So you do you have a like a business in the future that you would like to you sort of go into? Am I reading you correctly that you want to
Hmm.
get out of hospitality but still be in business?
Hmm.
You have like a
Um,
particular
I would like
business?
to I would like to stay in hospitality in a sense, but
Mhm.
actually like overseeing it, but not actually being there like all the time, like 24/7. I would like to stay in it.
Oh,
Maybe branch it out in the future. But I've also, in long term, it's just trying to get my head around things because I'm doing so many things at the same time. I would also like to pursue a fashion label.
a fashion label.
Yes, it's
Oh.
completely different, and it's like like a side thing, like a hobby almost. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've always wanted to do that, and so hopefully, I'm still young, so I've still got time. But hopefully, in a few years' time, I kind of established my name also in that perspective because I've always wanted to do
Oh.
that. So even if
Because
it's just like a little side thing for a couple years, I would like to do that. That's
okay.
really cool.
Because you and your sister you have started in a way doing that you're like you're an influencer in a certain
Hmm.
aspect of
Hmm.
so that fashion label that you're saying is but
Hmm.
that's good, that's a
Yeah, it's just like
natural
a little business
progression, I guess.
one. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I got into it when I was pursuing like social media influencing, and so it kind of like became a part of me in a sense. So I've
Mhm.
never let that side go, and it's still entwined with it in a business perspective. But I don't see myself being a full-time social media
Mhm.
influencer or
Mhm.
anything like that.
So with the fashion, is it like the business itself or the like the design, the artistic side, or is it the business side?
I would say for me, as much as I would like to, be a full-time designer, I don't see myself doing that. I'd see myself doing it in a business perspective and
Hmm.
just trying to like get it started and then find the people to run it for me. But
Oh
it's
yes.
it's like
Uh-huh.
a dream of mine, so it's really just really putting it into action. I haven't actually gone to fashion school or anything like that because
Uh-huh.
I know people who actually do take it very seriously. So it'd be
Hmm.
nice to actually kind of get my foot in the door as well. But
Hmm.
right now, I just really want to focus on my political career because I feel like for me it's kind of will kind of just help me
Hmm.
make an impact, and that's what I really want to do is just make an impact
Oh,
on people's lives
okay.
and help people, and
That's
like
cool.
in the end run.
Is there like someone, an icon, or or a person that you inspires you to do the you want to go into politics? Is there like someone?
Yeah, well, and within like New Zealand politics, a lot of people that I admire, I do. Within the National Party now, I do really like Nicola Willis. I've met her a few times, or I've seen her a few times, and yeah, she really inspires me, especially within the National Party. I also like people say, "Oh, I don't like Jacinda, and Jacinda's this and that." I actually do admire Jacinda and how she did things when she was Prime Minister. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of things, but the way she handled most things was pretty. I respect her for that.
So you admire or you look up to female politicians, no male politicians?
I don't know. I can't really relate.
Okay.
So I feel like, and there's like,
Yeah, because there are like, who is this? I think, but she's no longer the Prime Minister of Finland, who's very, very young also.
Yes, I've read about her before. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I do also like John Key. I think he was a good one. But I guess when he was actual Prime Minister, I was too young to understand politics. But from what I've heard, he managed the country very well. So
okay, yeah,
very
cool. And also probably, like you said, your advocacy is you just want to help with the local community, local local business and the youth. Yeah, the youth and Now, what would be your message to young Kiwis, who are studying or are into business or very very young, your age? What would be your message? With these trying times, yes, all this crisis that we're experiencing.
My message to anyone young or anyone who was trying to get involved with business, politics, or anything like that on the scale of things is to just do it, to try. Even if you're uncomfortable, it's just going out there, experiencing new things, and just making it a difference for people who may not think that they can do it themselves. And so, just get out of it. Just uncomfortability is like the best thing because it actually, makes you who you are and makes you stronger in a way and just gives you that experience that you need in life because life is just crazy at times.
Thank you so much, Alison, for your sharing your thoughts about entrepreneurship, your business, your advocacy, and just generally sharing about your journey to Batanes and your links to so many things, your label. Thank you so much for sharing those.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was great to chat to you finally again. And so hopefully next time we chat, I'm like an MP or a councilor or something like that.
Oh yeah, yes. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool.
Yeah, that's the main goal now at the moment, anyway.
So thank you so much, Alison Jade Amboy from Direk. And in behalf of Alison, I'd like to thank our listeners and viewers for allowing us to come into your homes, into your hearts. I am Direk Rene. Thank you. Take care and God bless. Bye for now.
Bye.